The news is brought to you by the National Bank of the Virgin Islands, Cyril B. Ramney Tertola Pier Park, NV Salon Spa Nail and Barbershop, the Wellness Center, Medical and Behavioral Health Clinics, Ticely Cross Deliciously Smooth Cider, HOV Medical and Digicel, simply more speed, reliability and entertainment.
The Great Debate, District 9 candidates, VIP Vincent Whitley.
I have said it before, and I will say it here now again. There has never been more action in a 4-year period in this district than in my 4 years.
PVIM Shireen Flax Charles.
We need a tourism model that works for us and our people, not one so politically disastrous and nonsensical that our competitors are happy.
NDP Coy Levins.
How many election periods has passed and the issues are not addressed? But 6 months before election, you got story to tell the people as if the people them is ignorant and don't have understanding.
Independent Vernon Vanterpool. The Great Debate, Virgin Gorda, April 14, 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. at Catholic Community Center. And Anegada, April 16th, 1 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. Emile Dunlop Community Center.
It's just around the corner when electorates head to the polls on April 20 and 24, 2023. Among them are seniors, and we were welcome to chat politics with widow of a former respected legislator, the late Real George. They call her the Queen of North Sound, Virgin Gorda, Miss Zelda George. The pot was on the fire, but we chatted nonetheless. Wow, that looks like I'm gonna spend the afternoon here to get some food.
No problem.
All right, you want to talk a little bit about, how long you have been living here in the Virgin Islands? Were you born and raised here?
I was born and raised here in the BVI.
Oh, how long
I'm
ago?
born on that song.
Yeah?
Yes.
Give me the background. How long ago and,
Over 70 years ago. I wouldn't say it's 70 plus, but I wouldn't say what it is exactly. Seeing that age is just a number. Yeah, but I've been here all my life. And grew up in the bond a little bit. Came down to the creek. And from then I've been around ever since.
Okay. And you could recall the first time you voted?
The exact year, it wasn't in 66. It was probably the other one.
Mm-hmm.
Because in 66, I think I was too young at that time.
Mm.
Yeah, but I think I voted the other time and I was by the school.
Tell me about that experience and why you ended up going to vote when you had the very first opportunity to.
Well, the reason why I did was because my husband at that time, he was running for politics. He was doing politics. So I went up to vote for him. The first time I was not eligible because I was not old enough, so I couldn't vote. The other time I stand in for him, and I voted for him at that time.
Who was your husband? Tell us a little bit about him and the campaign around that time.
Real George.
Oh, yeah.
So they used to go from house to house, campaigning. Almost from morning till evening from here to the valley and things like that. And then afterward things changed a little bit. They had this system where they had the at-large thing came in after that. So then it was from house to house, from village to village, from Tortola to Virgin Gorda, all over.
So when Real George ran the first time, he was an independent candidate or he was with the party?
I think he used to run with Dr. Osborne Democratic Party at that time.
Oh.
I think Dr. Osborne was heading of the Democratic Party at that time.
And what it was like for you being the wife of a district representative?
Well, it was a bit, a few changes, not too many. I would go out sometimes with him and things like that. But afterwards, things changed. Everybody got jobs, so people would go out when you can.
Okay.
Yeah.
And over the years, as you continue to vote, how that process was for you?
But after the at-large system came in, then we had to vote for like 5 people, one district, and 4 at-large candidates. It was exciting because everybody wants to go to the meeting, they want to hear what was going on, and things like that. So it was very, very exciting at that time. So it came exciting from then until now.
Okay.
And right now, it is hotter than ever before.
Why it's so hotter than ever before? Tell me what's the difference.
Because so many people is in the race this time, and so, you got to hear what everybody is saying and stuff like that. But then again, you know what you got to do when you got to do it. So
your mind is already made. I don't want to know what your mind is.
Yeah, my mind is already made up, because the thing is, like, we the older folks that are saying, no, you have to do, so we do what we have to do.
Okay. What's your thoughts about how young people avail themselves for voting these days?
Well, right now, some of the people claim they are not voting, which I told them, if you don't vote, you don't have a voice. So you need to vote, so you can have a voice, But the thing is, you make the best choice, up to you. I mean, it's a democratic system, I tell them, so, so you have to decide what you want to do.
Okay. How was life in the Virgin Gorda, especially here in North Sound, back in those days as compared to now?
It's much different and much better, because we have motorable roads now, things to that effect, which a long time ago we didn't have motorable roads. So it's much better. We have bigger grocery shops, about supermarkets and things you can go to, things to that effect. Well, I'm a home girl, I'm a country girl. I don't really go to fetting and dancing and those things. They don't interest me. I go to church and things, things to that effect, concerts, things like that.
Okay. What is one of the biggest concern you have about the territory right now that you want to see the next government take care of?
Well, we have a lot of basic needs here on North Sound that I would like to see happen. Like, for instance, the clinic, things to that effect. And, well, we get ambulance service from the valley if needed. And things to that effect. That's something I would really like to see. The other thing I would like to see is that dock in the valley. One of those docks, we need another dock. We need another one. Because they bring in cargo on that one there, and I'm afraid that there's something about, something could happen there when these vehicles coming back and forth. They're calling people to come to the boat, people coming off the boats, vehicles leaving off there. So I don't really think that the cargo and the passengers should be coming to the same dock. That is a change I would really like to see. And the other thing I would like to see too, if the government would assist us, the elderly who have to go to like dialysis and stuff, to get a couple of machines in that clinic they have in the valley there. That would help us tremendously, right? Because we have to go, like, a couple of us, about 7 or 8 of us got to go like 3 days a week. It doesn't matter whether it's rough, or whether it's fair, whether it's raining or it is stormy, we still got to go. Hurricane coming, we still have to go. So that would be a great help to us here on Virgin Gorda. That's what I would like to see.
Okay. You'll be paying close attention to things like the Commission of Inquiry and the Ordin Council and those things?
I listen to some of it because, like, I'm not here every day. I go every other day to dialysis. So I didn't hear everything, only what I would hear, like, on the news, things to that effect, but so I couldn't really follow it as close as I would have liked to.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So what was your most fond memory of being a Virgin Gorda girl?
Well, the memory you said?
Yes.
Well, I would say that the principles of our mother taught us and things like that, and so I think that we grew up a little bit different to maybe some of the other people in the Caribbean or BVI. Then it was very strict and everything. Strict disciplinarians, and so we grew up like that. So I call myself a country woman. That's what I am. I do everything a woman does do: wash, cook, iron, clean, walk, do everything.
But we could see you. You cook?
I do everything. I do everything. I don't do laundry and everything for the morning. I don't do everything.
Okay. Yeah. When you sit back in your quiet time and you just reflect on, you growing up around politics time when the season comes, what is one of the things that you remember so well that keeps you laughing?
Well, what happened is it didn't have as much things like now. Right now they have more to talk about. But before that, used to be people coming from Valley over here in Anigada. Sometimes Anigada used to represent Virgin Gorda and all this stuff when I was a little girl and things to that effect. So, and I would hear the older people talking, like that, and the politicians would come around to the houses and tell them what they would like to see done or what they would do, as children, and we would listen in.
Okay, I used to find it a happy thing to do, run out every time to see campaign going on.
Well, when the meetings go, we used to go behind our parents, yes, but we had to stay quiet. We couldn't really say anything. We used to stay quiet.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, thank you so much for sharing. Anything else that you think that you would love persons to know about you around this area?
Which one? The politics thing?
Yes.
I'm just listening in to hear what everybody got to say when I can listen to it. And things I don't hear, like I said, I don't hear everything. So just to hear what they have to say and wait.
To see the end of it.
To see, what's going on. But at the end of the day, I know who I am. And so my mind is already made up as to what I'm going to do. So that does not mean I can't listen to anybody else if they want to say something, because people do it all the time. But so that's about it. I don't get too much in the fray, but we talk it among ourselves, friends and cousins, and we talk it among ourselves and put those thoughts out there.
Okay.
But we don't say too much like on the platform and stuff like that.
Okay. Well, after that, the chat with one of the many seniors of this territory preparing to head to the polls come April 20 and 24, there was no way I was going to leave without my fill of a true Virgin Islands meal. Okra and fungi, boiled plantain, and, oh wow, a good slice of tasty fish.
Ophia. Hi, I'm Cowboy, and I'm running for president of Steak. Thank you. And I will meet your needs. Some bathrooms are so expensive to build, they come with security. But at Staycation Butchers, our meats are affordable. People always ask me, Cowboy, where does your salmon come from? Well, our salmon comes from the water. A vote for Cowboy is a vote for quality, integrity, and consistency. So come into Staycation Butchers and cast your vote for me, your next president of Steak. Alexandra Durant approves this message.
No, I don't.
We know that where you choose to bank matters, and it is your vote on what your funds do in strengthening our community. As your official Bank of Paradise, we invest and support the lifeblood of our economy by helping in the realization of personal goals for homeownership, education, and entrepreneurial visions, which support small businesses. We make it our place to connect with persons and worthy causes, and we have been doing so for more than 30 years. Where your money goes and what your dollars empower are your choice. And we thank you for choosing us, a bank that gives where it matters the most, for you, for our community, and a happier tomorrow. The National Bank of the Virgin Islands.
Everyone looks to the future. but no one truly knows what the future holds.
The number of people under the age of 20 with type 2 diabetes could increase by 49% by 2050. Let it be known that we all have a 30% chance of developing hypertension.
Globally, more than 300 million people of all ages suffer from depression.
More than 60,000 young adults aged 20 to 39 are diagnosed with cancer each year. Obesity leads to problems such as stroke, heart disease, and kidney failure.
No matter your race, age, or color, we are all at risk.
These diseases can be managed or prevented if caught early.
But with the right medicine and the right doctors to keep us on a path to live a robust and healthy life,
we will live well.